on the line. Good afternoon, Mr. French.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lindsay. How you doing?
I am doing fine. I am doing fine. How
No,
are you?
no respect, no respect. What am I there now? Hold on strong. I
Yes.
don't know the thing go. I just hold it above water and not live.
Oh, by the way, first thing first, I gotta congratulate you on your. I'm I'm coming back to the public that's been demanding to hear some new tunes from Robert French, and you have a very good one. Every day of my life, doing well in Florida
Yes.
and in New York. Congratulations to you.
Well, give thanks to Mr. Lindsay, you know. It's hard work, and as you know, always here to give the people the best because only the best is good enough, you know.
Right, right. Now, French, our relationship go way back. I mean, so far back. It's been a while, and you've been in and out and in and out as a producer and as a singer. And it's good to see someone, from those days still has it and giving it back to the public. So I'm kind of happy to get a new song from you, which I've been telling you over the years. French, we need something from you. How did you get to this song? You decided, say, boy, it's about time you come back to the public. How did this happen?
Yes,
Hello?
it's been a while I'm out,
Mm-hmm.
and I definitely want to come back to the scene and give the people, what the people love because I know there's a lot of people out there want good music and to bring good music to the people I'm hearing is one of my I just make sure at all times and I want to give the people them music them get some good things so that them can dance at the dance hall
Right.
and feel the joy all of these things. So that's what Robert Prince is all about from ever since, and I remember one time, Barry someone used to always tell me, anything you do, make sure you do it good enough because this is a record and it's going to last you a lifetime. So just make sure you
Right.
just put out your best and
Right.
do your best because
Right.
the best again is good enough.
No, you and Barris, ever since when I first met you, you already had that relationship with Barry Salmon. How did that get started?
Well, as I exit Kingston College,
Mm-hmm.
in the 80s, I love the music that much that I talked to a friend and a friend tell me that we could go Scotland, go to some talent shows and Bohemia and all of those places. So
Okay.
while I was doing the talent Bohemias and the Scotland and all of them talent shows, up on that time there was a studio right beside Scotland named Aquarius.
Aquarius, who can forget?
Yes, Aquarius studio and up on that time I met rapper Robert and Tipper Lee and the whole of it start spar and Barry Salmon and the whole of it and I just the link just farm right there because there's like the voice and them say, what are you with a nice voice and
Yes.
in the dollars want to groove me and groove me and put me in the right way.
Right.
And them
right.
always I say, boy, I'm come sit in with my man and make me go on well a vibe man thing and then till it become a great friendship between me and him and then him start develop this friendship and we start a whole heap of thing. He used to come on all of my stage shows them. That's even now. Him start say, friendship bad man, cause you look at my stage show and come.
Yeah. But he came to yours.
But yeah, him come to all of my stage shows them man. He used to love come and see what him artists are doing on the stage
Right,
and all
right.
of that. Cause man, happy as him like artist and thing and man always boots me and thing and we do so many different shows.
Right, right.
And we used to do the Star Wars show and the Dance Hall 84 and all of them shows. Cause Robert French was me come out my at little youth and me up on heavy stage show
Right,
all
right.
over Jamaica.
And that's how you used to have to make your name. It's not like today you go on social media and you get likes and streams. Those days you have to work for your name.
That's right, and I see this is might be the most easiest time everybody I get likes and I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
the likes because
Yeah, because
you know,
French. You remember the days when I DJ, you have to have a set to work and you have to have
Yes,
a year
I,
set this.
I want to tell you something, Mr. Lindsay. Remember, me to sing Panal Metro Media and all the sounds and then me to go all in the country.
Right.
And me tell you, the bus me to sleep and the cold,
Oh, you
You
mean?
know them time
Yes.
and me have to go orange, go pick orange and thing and eat two orange and come back to the dance hall. It was fun, but it's rough, but it was fun.
It was
You
fun.
know,
It was fun. And
yeah, and how we make our day.
only the serious contenders will stay. You know, that would survive. If you're coming in for
That's
other
right.
reason, you drop out easily.
That's right. And that's why I appreciate love the business because what I do for the business is because I really love the business because the business teach me a lot. You know,
Right, right.
it proves me out and it teach me how to be strong and all of these things. You know? And it makes me
Exactly.
know that the street is my weakness and the street is my strength.
Right.
So all of them times out in the street and me have go around on sound system, it was a great experience for me.
Now, Robert, back in those days, you could also, you were one guy that would represent where you come from. You never ashamed to tell anybody, boy, you're from Nannyville and Nannyville and Nannyville. You don't see that happening much. You don't see artists a big up them neighborhood or a big up where them come from.
No,
What's the difference
because
now?
well, I don't know, might be most of the youth them know them want to go uptown to become a part of the society
Oh,
uptown.
okay.
But me is never a uptown youth. My thing was in the ghetto.
Yes.
It was always Nannyville,
Nannyville.
Fletcher's Land,
Yes.
Water. There's a lot of places, and every place when you go live in Mr. Lindsay, trust me, I get there, So I want thing me know. Anytime me bus out, I say, well, boy, I pay get to me know, so me try
Right.
to get out there and embrace my town
Right,
where I'm
right.
coming from because you know what happen? The people in the ghetto and them make me. I
Right.
love them
Right. Right.
constantly, never change.
And in
And
those
even now
days,
I go back to Nannyville,
repeat
Even now I
that.
go back to Nannyville, Even now I'm going back to
Oh,
Nannyville.
even now. Because I was gonna
Even now.
say when I was looking for you, nah man, I'm not even have to go find him. Like everybody knew where to find
Yeah,
Robert French, Nannyville, Nannyville, Nannyville.
right, because it's my town and that is where I develop all that talent and skills from because I used to sing on some little house sound. I used to sing in some little choral shelter. They used to call them choral shelter. Where them
Ah,
just build one little one room and one little shelter for you add on to it to build a house. And that is how
right.
I used to entertain all of the people in the era. And the people in the era now used to give me that strength. And they used to come and my little things. And they used to cheer for me and all of these
Right,
things.
right,
So
right.
I remember Nannyville and I remember my people. My people are always there for me. So I always there for them. So it was one love, Mr. Lindsay. And I appreciate of everything what Nannyville have done for me.
Right.
Even Mountain View, because when Nannyville is just a part of Mountain View. I used
Right,
to go to
right.
Backbush. I used to go Jarrett Lane. I used to go everywhere in a Mountain View. I'm the star for Mountain View. Then Ding Dong follows.
Now that's long after, brethren. Not long after
Yeah,
that.
no, Master, the people know what is enough for you. Them
Right.
know them history, So maybe them know say I'm here the star for Mountain View.
Mountain View, Nanny.
Me,
You know,
Backbush, Upbridge, all of them places.
when I eventually found you, you already have a little name in New York, you know, 'cause you have one or two tunes, you know, push them or push me over, then can't push me over, meet me by the river and all of that. So you did have a little name. You know, you had a name
Right,
in New
right.
York when I came to you. But the thing that I remember and you remember, most people remember, your first trip to New York. I had you on a show at the Apollo Theater.
Theater.
The
Yes,
Apollo
man.
Theater. Your first
Big
time.
mission that comes to
Eh?
What? Big thing that, man. Big achievement for Robert French leaving Jamaica and walking into a place named Apollo. When I go into the Apollo, at least when I hear about the Apollo, I don't even know what Apollo means. I just know me I go one place in Apollo.
Yeah.
When I reach Apollo Theater and I go inside there, and I see Michael Jackson,
Jackson, Temptation, James Brown.
name everybody. Me just start We put my hand over my mouth and just say, wow, what is this? You know what I mean? This is a great achievement. And, that's why I have to love you, Mr. Lindsay, because you see, you are the first man to take me from Jamaica and bring me to America. And when you bring me to America, I go straight to the
To
apology.
the
And I
legendary. The
That's
legendary
right. And
Apollo Theater. But it's not just that it was the first time for you, but something happened that people need to know. That's also history. What happened?
oh, I change in the car.
Changing the
It's
car.
like, me come from the plane.
Late.
Driving to the Apollo Theater late for the show. I have to change in the car and put on my stage show suit and everything. To go in the Apollo figure. Bust the Apollo to come. I did well in the Apollo that night. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I was performing with all these great legends like Judy Mowat,
Judy Moore, you're right. Delroy Wilson. There you go. I didn't do a show without Delroy. You know that. But the plane the plane came in late. We didn't have enough time to take you to no hotel for you to change. We say, Robert, you're going straight to the
Right.
Apollo.
And it was a grassroots thing, and that's how me enjoy most this still now. I see you up now. When me come out for the plane and to change in the car and do all of these things, it intrigued me to even do better, because you up now. That is just the moment.
Right.
Nothing couldn't change it right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come out of the car, go in Apollo, then perform in Apollo, and then as a young youth and make the people them start dance and groove the place, mash up the place. It was a great vibe.
It was a great vibe. But friends.
And you know what I'm saying?
Hmm?
Yeah. I know what I'm saying.
What?
I know you have I know you have a lot of photographs of them shows there, I want to set me up.
You want some of them? I could pass out a few. I have a photograph with you, Little John, and Cocotti. I guess on your second or third trip to America. You, Little John, Cocotti, and
that wasn't the first trip. No, that was the first trip, Mr. Lindsay.
that was the first one.
That was the first. Yes, the three of us come to America, and I was coming to the Apollo. Cocotti was going somewhere else, and Little John was going somewhere else.
Okay. Man, I have that picture. I have that picture with you coming out. I have that picture. Because, listen, when you have three rising stars coming together, coming out of the airport, that history, you want to maintain and retain that moment. So that's definitely a Kodak moment to remember.
Wow, and you know what happened? Cocotti was just another super star. Really. They bust the place with me. Little John, super
Right.
bust the place with
Right.
me. And, it was just a jive. Really travel with them on the same plane. And, we are all friends up to now.
Nice.
We're still doing great.
Nice.
So
I love to hear that. I love to hear
we
that.
are the artists that keep love and friendship, I don't know about the new youth.
Yeah, we understand that. Yes.
We keep love and friendship.
Yeah. And eventually, Robert French, you branch off into producing and production, and you become one of the best. You don't do it a lot as I would want you to, but when you put out something let's say by Barry Salmon, you end up producing hit songs for Barry Salmon.
Yes. Well, you know what I do? This is a sort of reverse. Barry Salmon produced his song with me, and I produced his song with him, and it was a joyful moment that I could do something back with him and put it out, which is the song Over You, one of the biggest songs in Europe and all over the place. Then I drive to Brooklyn, because him have a sister used to live in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, yes.
As always, when I come to the US, he always link me and say, yo, French, what go on? And did have a wife in a Mount Vernon. But the thing is, we broke up at that time, and Barry Salmon said, you look like you're French, You over yet?
You over here? Oh, I remember that.
Him say you over.
I remember that
I'm
part of your life. I remember that history. That
yeah.
I remember
And
quite well.
while I go through that situation and him say you over yet? I'm saying, you mean if move over, man. I'm in the car, we start jamming the song. And this is how very some come with this song, I'm over you. So it goes,
Ah,
I'm over you, just a little day. And that was it.
that
I
was
just
it.
some music take all a while, sometimes I just vibe, yeah, vibe with that man and
Right,
yeah,
right.
read with that man. It just come to become music.
Yes, that
So
is
it
true.
was just a natural liberty through the music right there.
And in addition to Barry Salmon, you stroke up a good relationship with Courtney Melody. You also
Yes,
did a few songs with Courtney Melody. As a matter of fact, you did an entire album with Courtney Melody.
yes.
How did that come about?
All right. Driving in Arbitrary one day, and I called to a girl. And when I called to the girl was like, "Look at me." I'm saying, "Mother girl," and that was one of the things that we come up with. And me and Courtney Melody now we meet up in Arbitrary Square at that
Hmm.
same day. And the song was he must have sing to me and sing to me, sing to me. It was just a singing bird. I said, you're tough, But some other people didn't want to produce him. And I walk up to him and say, you come. But at the time he did have a little thing where he might have say illness too.
Hmm.
And Mr. King say, you know what, you don't take care, because we are foreigners, we have travel back and forth from US to Jamaica now. I'm like give back Mr. Lindsay because you know what now. It's when we can make somebody else family happy.
Hmm.
It's a joy to me.
Right,
You
right,
understand? So me
right.
just say, come in youth. I would have a virgin named Jamaica with me. I would say, boy, I'm this sweet talented, Then we put the music thing together and then we go to our studio named Creative Sound in Mountain View. My place again. And we have him, we have Major Worries, we have even Shabarang come on at the studio to and a couple other people. And then we start do some recording there and this is how we put Courtney Melody in the studio and then we come up with this big modern girl.
Now you mentioned someone who I saw a lot of potential. Someone you mentioned just now, I saw a lot of potential in him, and I had filed his paper, his paper to bring him to New York in September, and like 3 weeks before that, he passed away. We are talking about Major Worries. How did you get to that link? Hello?
Always frequent at Jammy's. Yes, I was always frequent at Jammy's studio.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, we frequent at Jammy's studio. Me are Jammy's and, me I sing for Jammy's, me I sing for Bobby Digital and all of these people. And, every time I go around there, they still just gravitate and me like him energy. But at the time, you just have Jim Kelly and all of them on the sound system, which is Jammy's and Pompidou and all of them. I'm go there, me hear this youth has not start DJ. I'm say, yo, where name? And I'm say to me say, him name Major Worries. And me and same kid named Jamaica. And then we did it with him. And I said to him, say, I'm want to record some tune with it, At that time, I'm not record for Jamaica stuff.
Right,
He said, do I
right.
want to come in, And I'm coming at the studio, the same creative sound in Mountain View. And we put together the same modern girl and his song, Make Some Money. And that is one of the things with Major Worries, and we was planning to do a album with him too, but unfortunately it never happened.
Yeah.
But was one of the great DJ of all time.
In the series that I do, Robert French, I know you know,
Um,
I did mention how I got him on Jammies. I was the one who made the arrangement for him to be on Jammies. He's from Spanish
yeah,
Town.
that's right, that's right.
Yeah, he's from Spanish Town. But Major Mackerel wasn't the only. Sorry, Major Worries. I mean, you were working with some of the best, including you had a big hit, Bun and Cheese, with Clement Irie. I mean, that introduced
That's
him
right.
to. How did that combination come about?
Well, that combination come about now. Me and Clement Irie, boy, we did have a tune with Clement Irie first. When we meet him, him a DJ for me, and We say, all right, boy, Clement, you know, me like your style, and me like your swag, how you do your thing. And I'm a DJ for me, and I'm a DJ song say, every party you fi follow me, follow the shop man Clement, every. I'm say, yo, me love the song there. Record the song there. Then the song become a hit song. And now, within that time, we're going to come up from foreign to Jamaica again and meet him up again and I say to him, say, boy, you know, say, more do a song with you. I'm say, what the song go? He say, bun and cheese. I'm say to him, bun and cheese.
Bun
He say, bun and cheese. And him DJ theme part to me. And so he say, and when he start DJ the bun and cheese part, I'm say, but him come in that song now where he want me sing a song. And when him sing the song to me, when him say, put in the song there, man. I'm say, which song that? But you hear what happened now, Mr. Lindsay? I was at Rye Playland in New York City. And we go Rye Playland and then we there Rye Playland. But we go in a one booth on the, what you call the place again? You know, like the Playland.
Yes,
over in the Playland part. And we go in a one booth and them, that's the karaoke style thing like. And we start singing towards one song in the karaoke thing say, Earth Angel, Earth Angel, will you be mine? And now, me kind of master the tune and anyway, we win one teddy bear.
Well, you won something.
The man said, great fight. But anyway, while me there Jamaica now, Clement I will do the bun and cheese. And then me said to him, said, listen, man, I don't want to sing one about the song, you know. But he must insist that men do the song together. I said, I don't want to sing one about the song, you know. I want to just put up the original song, you know. Anyway, we're going to studio and I'm going to start singing the song.
You have done your work, Robert French. You have introduced all these young artists. You are a legend in your own right. You know that, right?
Well, we give thanks to Mr. Lindsay, you know?
Yes.
Out of the joy of the music, I deal with the joy of the music. It wasn't no money thing. It was just the love of the music.
Exactly. And you had to have it at that time because the money wasn't as big as it is today. You just had to love the business.
And guess what, Mr. Lindsay? It's never big as today, but with a full joy at the moment, and my life was so happy.
Yes, that is true.
Them youth where I get the big money.
They're not happy.
They are fighting with them one another and they hurt themselves and hurt other people.
Ain't that something else?
And then we never depend on them level.
Yeah,
never depend on them level.
Can you imagine?
The
hey, listen. You had a record shop in Mount Vernon. Was that on First Street? Was it First Street? Third Street?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I rented an Third Street. And I rented an office right over and over on the second floor of here. And I could, my office was right there. I didn't even know that, you know, when I started to is when I got there and the contract and the whatever. And it was a good moment there because all the superstars would pass through. I could hear you guys downstairs, especially when every D when he came along.
Mary J. Blanche, Christopher Williams, Jeff Fred,
Jeff Fred,
Puff Daddy, Big Daddy, all of them, Big Daddy Kid, everybody passed through that store.
What was the attraction? What was
Super Cat, all of them.
All of them. What was the attraction to that store? Why all these people that's in rap and reggae and dancehall, they always come by you?
Them love the reggae music. At that time, everybody want to be a part of the reggae music because Shabba Rank hot, Super Cat hot, and them I love them kind of DJs there back in the time. And
right.
Me have the big tune and add tune to and all of these things. So even then, I saw me every day meet up because I bun and cheese out. And bun and cheese was one of the hottest thing. And while I was in Mount Vernon, and he knew me at the record store in Mount Vernon, he said, meet me.
Right.
And I go to the tunnel in Manhattan and was performing. And then I see this man walk come in and say, where Robert French? I see this big red man.
Yeah.
And him say, you're from Mount Vernon, that time I bun and cheese. I
mash up the place.
Because bun and cheese, I bust up the place of Europe and all of these things. And him said to me, say, you know what, when you come home, link me the next morning. Because the same night when we meet him, so link me the next morning. Never forget him in a khaki suit and this kind of revolution boot thing.
Yeah,
Like.
oh
And I
yes,
say, all
yes,
right.
yes.
And I come back home and the morning, I never even hitch. Boom, 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 call him up. Want to meet with him and everything because I know him a big superstar
Big
also.
superstar every day.
And it's a youth I love dearly. I will never stop loving that kid because you him show me enough love.
Yes.
And from there, we start we are the first one to do a reggae song with him and everything. And I said to him, say, boy, yo, I know you want to come do some things in the reggae business. And I said, yeah, man, love the business. I will love the music. I will love what I do. Love your record store we have in Mount Vernon. Cause I bring the people them together.
Right.
All of the American people, them are swag to them are drag to the store. We have like case we do broken glass. All of them pass to the store and thing. And I say, he must say, boy, I love what I go on, but I want to go in the reggae jam. I say, come in, man. Him say, I meet Super Cat. We go up tree one night on White Plains Road. I'm going up tree. I'm going, I'm say Super Cat. I'm say, boy, I love to meet Super Cat, you know. Super Cat say, boy, you know, he never do it in a style where he might diss nobody or nothing stay. But he must say, boy, you know, friends, I don't want to meet nobody, you know.
And I him that. He sound that's what Cat would say. That yeah, that's him.
Yeah. I said, no, Super, you have to meet this man, a great man. And from that night we meet him. Them put out this and them get together.
And then get
Frankie
together.
Paul
Yeah.
every day and Super Cat.
Yeah, yeah.
Big bad and yard.
Yeah.
No people never know say I me do the meeting and make sure that song was one of the songs that strike out in New York City also.
All over, not just New York. That was a big tune. And every day ended up on Super Cat's album with,
Yes.
the big tune where them do together.
And me give the link again to where me bring up Steely and Clevie from Jamaica come play from my album and platinum album. And then the next link him asked me who he can link with and me start link him and make him a link some other people.
Right.
And then him go link with Bojo and
You just keep going. Because, in those days, a lot of the rappers in those days had that Caribbean connection, but they weren't announcing it. You would have to know, like every day, he was a rapper and, not many people, until you brought him out or brought him over to the reggae side, we all found out that he's actually Jamaican.
Right. Because a lot of them, because you have all another kid used to make all of the big beats, them Pete Rock. Pete Rock is a Jamaican.
He's a Jamaican
from
too.
Mount Vernon.
Yes.
From Mount Vernon. I'm a good friend too. He used to come at the store and we used to do a lot of stuff and we used to enjoy ourselves in Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is one of the places where again I have to speak up Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon, a breeding ground. But French,
yes, man,
a lot of people
Mount Vernon place.
Listen, a lot of people don't even know like a Puff Daddy and Mary J. Blige and those people come out of that era there. That they were one time unknown artists like everybody else.
Of course. And you know what happened? Mount Vernon, I think Mount Vernon is one of the pioneer ground where they bring out some great stuff. And every star has to come on money earned in Mount Vernon.
Money earned in Mount Vernon, including Denzel Washington. Including Denzel Washington.
Of course.
Hey, yes. And they moved a little bit. Once things start to pick up, they move a little bit into New Rochelle. Listen, we could go on and on and on and on, brethren, and we don't have the time for but I'm just so glad you could take some time out from your busy schedule.
Of course, Mr. Lindsay.
And talk to us. Again, I want to wish you the best of luck with every day of my life is doing well.
Right, thank you. And I want everybody go out and support it, because it's a good cause. Right now, I try to build my foundation now, Mr. Lindsay. We want to help out the youth in Jamaica.
Yes.
Some unfortunate kids.
Yes.
Because I have to do some things in my school shortly where I want to go back and start give some of the youth some clothing, shoes, and all of them things.
Nice,
So
nice.
it'll take time.
Yes.
We have some other friends that do it, but we want to big up at youth them in Jamaica.
Yes,
you
sir.
not for them just need a mentor, you know? They
Yeah,
just need
that is
somebody
true.
to follow.
Yes.
And we need to take it in a different light. So, just want to big up all the people, big up Robert French, Joan, all of the Joan them when we put out over the years. Because, say, boy, I do this for the people.
Right.
I never do it for myself. I do it for the people. I love the people. So, just big up for myself, all people out there in Radio Land who are listening to the interview. And
Before you go, are you working on an album?
yes.
Okay, good.
Already I have an EP ready and I have an album on spot ready to knock down the whole world right now, Mr. Lindsay.
Hey, you
The
had...
next single is going to be hot.
What's the next single?
The next single is going to be Black is a Color.
Black. All right. You know I'm here for you, so just let me know when you're ready to go with that. Hey, listen, Robert French,
Yeah.
it's always a pleasure. All these years we've been friends and colleagues and whatever else you want to call it. It's been a pleasure being your friend, my friend.
Yes, Mr. Lindsay. And I want to thank you for the gift that you give to me, because you make my life become the life where I can give back. Because you was
Nice.
the first person to bring me to America, and I give thanks.
And that means a lot because there are a lot of people didn't get a break even in those days. And you need that
right.
first break, that first break. Mr.
Yeah.
French?
And that break may help other people to
Yes,
get a break.
yes.
That is wonderful.
That is important, the first break, and you make good use of yours.
Give thanks to Lindsay.
Respect, sir. All right, cool.
And Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Only for artists, no for them me can remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out no for water. To reggae